Here's Brown on second down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dorrance Armstrong, his 2nd sack of the night.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
69 yards.
And the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
That was a pretty impressive touchdown play. Those broken tackles, those weren't easy to get by.
No, they really weren't. And they've had trouble tackling throughout this ball game. But on this particular play, how about that move? Or I should say moves with an S. Because I don't care if you were a great tackler, you had trouble getting him on the ground on that play.
That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Washington offense set to take over. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
It's caught inside the 25.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 69 yards. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
An inside give, Brown. takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Now it's Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
The snap away in time. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Looking to throw. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Daniels. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Daniels eluding the pressure right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, We picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now Burrow on first down. This will be caught. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
They find some open field here. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Looking to throw. Daniels steps away to his left.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Here's a give to Brown. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Being chased out left. And he's taken down inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They give it to Brown. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown shrugs the tackle. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Chase Brown.
17 yards out.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is in. Up to a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now Washington down 31-28. A minute 40 remaining. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, look at my feet. Ready.
Back to throw.
He's got McLaurin, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
He's back to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. That pass caught by McLaurin.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.